test my mic first. I had that one down for some reason. Hello. New music. I have some new ones too. Also, there's lightning and thunder and storm outside, so hopefully that doesn't cause problems. Hello.
Just these leftovers.
Hello. Hey.
I'm working on it.
Yes, I did. Michael has a problem where he walks in the door and then immediately just starts talking, and I always go hello, and then he goes hello. It's been like I think about 8 months, and he's been doing it the whole time.
The hello should be assumed.
Hello should be assumed.
Yes.
Oh, if that's the case, then I don't know why Arnold Schwarzenegger had to say "Hasta la vista, baby." He could have just said "baby."
He could have just left, and people would be like, "Yes, it's goodbye."
No, he shot a guy afterwards.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still implied goodbye.
I just like being a dick. Now the one thing I realized I forgot to do was I did not post this notification on the group. So if you didn't know, there is a chat that's linked below that will give you a notification when it is stream time. I'm just going to set that up quick. We're going to say now. Okay. Woot. But this keeps track of all the events, so you will get a notification. It's pretty nifty. Other than that, that's about it on it. I don't post anything on there otherwise, because I am lazy. Okay. And also, I have, or a little later, I have a whole bunch of games on Humble Bundle. I'm just going to give away because, like, my list of them is longish because I already have them all. So later, I'm just going to start giving them out. See how many I can empty. Just want to give it a little time. Dragon.
I figured.
You know, it kind of reminds me of, what's the name of that blind pianist?
Oh, no, you're talking about, in Charles something, isn't it? Ray Charles.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
I thought he looked like Alf.
Well, I was going off the pose. You're going off the actual look. But sure. So I did work on this a bit yesterday, not much on the weekend here. I haven't really touched any of these normal parts. I did add some actual audio though, because I think I can make it work to not have any narration and just use him. The only problem I'm having is figuring out the end, because normally there's the like "come on down" speech, and I was having difficulty finding the right voice line to fit there. I kind of made something work, and I'll have to see if it works or not. But turn that down a little bit. Did I even turn it down? I think turning it down from here is going to be off. Close enough to off. Let's turn that down instead. Okay. So I added a line at the beginning here as the filler.
Whoa, yeah! That's right! Get your asses in here! Check this out. I got something for you. How about this boat? Hey, here's a boat. There's a boat.
And these I gotta fill in.
Boat! This boat has wheels. Get your asses on that boat! Somebody better check this out. Go to hell!
I don't know how much is left of this storm, but it's been popping out some tornadoes apparently.
That's what storms do in Midwest.
Yeah.
You're just gone, but I could go through it again. So I added stuff. So
I know you've been working on this off stream.
I worked on it yesterday. That was it.
Yeah.
But added more audio to it. So.
Whoa, yeah! That's right! Get your asses in here! Check this out. I got something for you. How about this boat? Hey, here's a boat.
You like that part? You like that part way too much.
I spent a lot of time making that boat fall apart.
It is good.
I found they had an entire boat in pieces.
Yes,
and so I just
like.
I had to animate the physics, so I'm happy about it. Anyway.
This boat.
Then after this is just audio of him going boat. But then for the end, I couldn't figure out how to end it. Like, what audio do you use to end a commercial? Because I don't have any that Francis says. So I have him say,
somebody better check this
somebody
out.
better check this out.
Go to hell.
And the audio cuts out at the end, too.
That's wonderful.
So that's what I'm going to probably use for now.
It works.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I do still. So in here, he has the boat. And then this is the boat has wheels. And this is get your ass on this boat. That I still want to put between these two shots. The customer talking parts. But I need to work on some of the other monsters to add in some of that functionality. At least one other one. Because Rathian's going to be one of them.
It's definitely your most extensive Rathalos video.
Not really. I've already got... This shot's already all done. This shot is... I just have to double check over it, but that one's already done. This one is... Actually, this one... Because if I'm not going to do the narration on this... I can get rid of these... Because I'm pretty sure I can make it work to not have any of the audio, and I think it's actually kind of funnier that way because it seems like he went super low budget on it. But if that's the case, then I think this shot's done. So this is green. For how much time was spent on it, this is actually going very fast.
I know why you didn't find that one boat line that I was trying to get you to find last time. It was Lewis who said it. Oops.
It's not even the same person.
They run alongside each other.
So yeah, he needs to be animated. That's why that was red. This one's yellow. I think the main reason this one's yellow is I'm concerned about the motion blur. So I need to do a test render because I have a feeling that it's going to be too strong of a motion blur. So I need to play around with that a little bit.
That does get me thinking, though. If you used one of the other characters, the original characters, they would also have lots of lines about boats.
Yeah, but I don't want to overuse them. I want to show the character a little bit, and I might go back later. Well, if I want to put the time into lip syncing, I'm probably going to use them more. But anybody I use other than Rathalos has four legs on the ground, and then I run into the same problem with the ponies. Where nice thing about him is it's really easy to maneuver somebody on two legs to position and whatever because you have your arms for talking. Everybody else, if they're on four, the amount of detail you can put into stuff is lower. And
what about that monkey?
Rajang? I don't think a model exists for him on SFM yet.
No.
So it's going to be more difficult to work with some of them. If they have a working rig, easier. but still. So I want to, I don't know, I need to poke around with a little bit more. But thankfully, I still have lots of other stuff to do in here before I even have to worry about that, because these are all individual shots. Making a video that's continuous and every shot leads into the next at different camera angles is a lot more difficult than this, where I'm just literally throwing in random crap. So like this one, all I have to really do is do the lighting and then the animating. That's it. These ones are the only ones I have nothing done in. And this one's already lit. I think it doesn't. I'm not really seeing. Oh, it's lit enough. So yeah, it's not that far from. I'd probably say I'm about a fourth done.
What's the longest you ever spent on one of these?
Rathalos?
I never remember.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, so this is definitely taking longer.
The longest one I've done. I'll have to go to the pony folder for Rathalos. It's probably this one. Because building the scene, getting all the particles to work, rigging these guys, making them all work, figuring out how to make their eyes blink when they don't have eyes to blink. And it was just a very time-consuming process outside of the actual animating. Yeah, I think that one is definitely the longest. And then you have ones like this, where I did that one in like half an hour. Or this one, they just made the little quick thing for making fun on Twitter. That one I put out, I think, in an hour and a half, and it was within hours of the tweet to make fun of it. And it got more likes than the original. And like this one was a quickie because somebody was just talking about Silver Rathalos, so I'm like, yeah, Mecha. That was a quickie. His dance.
He looks so enthused.
What's he supposed to? That one was really quick too. So, oh, this one is quick because I didn't have to worry about anything but his face. But I like ones like this because I can be stupid quick and kind of rush it. I mean, we spent almost more time on the sign than we did anything else in here so far. So I need. The lighting is not done on this one. I copied this shot to here, and so that's why the lighting is off. So I need to have other boats, and they don't have to be boats. That was an actual boat.
Here's a boat.
Some of these I want to actually have be a boat. So, I think for this shot, I don't want to use this final shot.
I think you should have more boats than not boats. I think you should have more boats than not boats.
Yeah, because otherwise it doesn't make the non-boats funny.
Yes.
But that's why there's an airplane back here. Because maybe you found it in the water.
I can imagine just crashed there.
There's a baby stroller right here.
No.
But I think what I want to do is...
Comes with a free baby.
I want to either grab this shot or this shot. I think I'm going to grab this one because I just showed this one for this shot. But I need to know where my shots are breaking, because as soon as I start copy pasting, it's going to break my timing, and I want to make sure that's maintained. And it's going to break my audio more than likely, and that's the thing I'm not looking forward to. Though these parts, it's not really final. Okay, so we're going to copy this. I need to look at the audio when we're doing this. I probably should put his lines in here just so I remember him, but I'll worry about that later.
Can I have one of those little fireballs?
The
little fireballs on top of the fridge.
Sure.
Yay. I didn't know.
You're not getting drunk on a Tuesday, are you?
No, I'm not gonna get drunk on a Tuesday. No.
You're drinking hard liquor at
I've only gotten
6:15.
drunk like once all year. And that was a bad day. But
He's gonna get drunk. Alright, so we need to paste this here and then see if I can delete this and shrink this down. See, this broke the audio. But that is fine. So these should be fine because there's no sound effects with it.
Hey, here's a boat.
So these I'm gonna focus on one at a time because I need to make sure that, or whatever I do here I can probably copy to the next one. Says his close-up. This is still the same shot right now, only because it's going to or I need to have this split later once it's animated, because it just makes it easier if it's in one shot when the camera changes.
This boat. Hey, here's a boat.
I'll make sure something else here quick. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's take this camera. I don't want this camera moving so much.
Hey, here's a boat.
I will do, because that's the sales pitch. You know what? I'm just going to rename this. We're going to name this sales pitch 1 close up, and because all these afterwards are basically just the same thing. That one's just going to be split in 2, but they're the same angle. So this one would be sales pitch 2, and then it'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 will be the wheels one.
Hey, here's a boat. Hey, here's a boat.
Alright, so where can I look here? Is this still moving?
Hey, here's a
Good. It's not.
Here's a boat.
Yeah? Oh, I'm overusing it at my desk. Kinda. And I'm also using one for my Wi-Fi adapter.
I see. See that? Why? Why?
Because it's rubber. It's plastic on a wood, so it just wants to slide off, but the plastic, the rubber helps keep it there. It has little feeties, but it lifts up on the one side and you lose half your feet. Alright.
Don't lose your feet.
So, I need a boat. Like, does this boat work? It's kind of shitty. That's perfect.
It is a shitty boat. That's all he has is shitty boats.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about these shots. One of the reasons I wasn't ever using them originally is because there is no Rathalos in them. I have to load him up. And that takes time, and I'm super lazy, so I just removed that one shot and re-added another one because I hadn't removed him yet.
So the storm's already passed.
Probably.
It's quick.
It's Minnesota. Storms don't last long. They just kind of come, they boom a couple times, and they're gone in like an hour.
Hey, Blur.
A little blurred.
He's animating that dragon.
Dat dragon.
That dragon.
Let me figure out how did I scale this one? Because I need to make it identical. So I scaled it by its retransform, and I scaled it by this much.
Yeah, that dragon one.
Okay, so now he needs to be a transform. So now he's the same size. I'm so happy. I love when he spawns where he has that look of like he just told a joke.
Just ha ha.
Or he just told a joke and he's waiting for people to catch it. He's like, his eyes don't really tell that story, but again.
Yeah, there you go. Look at those eyebrows, or whatever you would call those. Eye scales.
I did do some other work on this blurred. I'll show in a sec. I just want to get him prepared. So this is import sequence idle, and then rig. Load rig script. I should add this model or rig to my main group so I don't have to keep opening up the browser every time. Okay, so now I have that. And can't remember how I locked that. What was I thought? Put that down there. I think. Did Shades have a scale? It did. Oh, and this would get it too. And so this one had just its head locked, which makes this easier. So I'm guessing I locked it to his head. Yeah. So kind of wish at this point I had the root set up because that'd make this easier. Yeah, I'll just do that. That's about where I had it. He's got to have his sunglasses on. Plus, it's super nice because I don't have to animate his eyes.
Just throw a towel over his head.
It's like a ghost. He's got little holes cut in his paper bag. No, actually, doing a paper bag, like for instance, when we did, oh, there it is. When I did this one, that was actually tough because her nose doesn't want to fit in a bag. So it's clipping up the bag. You can see the ear there.
How does her hair work? Is the real question.
It's just clipping all the way through.
Yeah.
And her mouth is actually, I had to Photoshop out through by masking it, the bag that was clipping through, and then I just stuck through other bags to make it look like it's popping a hole through the bag. It was a rough one, so that would actually be more difficult to a degree.
Good stuff.
Oh, and Celestia's license.
Yes.
Made that whole thing from scratch, and I'm proud of it.
Very good. It's Sunny D.
In the book, that's what her name was.
It's
So it was scratched in like black ink. I kind of made up the rest of it, but I made it look as much like McLovin's ID as possible.
Okay.
You remember McLovin's ID?
I remember the movie.
Yeah, if you that was what it was based
You
off
did a
of.
good job. You got me pretty on the spot.
So I made the Rambo from scratch. The barcode I think is The barcode actually says something, and I can't remember what it was. I actually had a barcode, like I went to a barcode maker. But yeah, everything else on here is basically the same. I had to come up with like an issue date, and hair's color is sky.
Where is... I want to take a picture of that barcode and see if I can.
I legitimately can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did.
Sorry, I'm slow. There we go.
Is it dead?
Oh, no, it's dead. My phone is dead like 95% of the time, but not today.
See, this is legal to take pictures of IDs, especially official equestrian IDs. Anyways, as for what I've done on here, so I added some extra audio bits, prepped for some other audio parts to build the scenes for it, built kind of the beginnings of one scene, and then added audio to the end. So I basically helped break things up to how I kind of want it, unless I do that like customer part, which I do want to do. But so this is what it's got so far.
Whoa, yeah!
Hold on, I'll go pause that. It's very important.
Whoa, yeah! That's right! Get your asses in here! Check this out. I got something for you. How about this boat? Hey, here's a boat. There's a boat. That boat. 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 This boat has wheels. Get your asses on that boat! Somebody better check this out. Go to hell!
So it's getting there. I still love that music.
Somebody
though.
better check this.
The music is so perfect. I could like there was difficulty in how do you end it? How do you find audio to end a commercial when normally something very specific to that location? And so I just couldn't think. So that's why I went with like something with closure.
Somebody better check this out.
And then I just have that go to hell one saved actually for a while here just to throw in, and it worked in the end by I moved all the audio over so that it ended at that moment.
Go to hell!
So yeah, I'm happy with how it's turning out. I still want to add between these two shots the customer bits, satisfied customers, and then I want to follow it up with him yelling at a customer about to go to hell, or not to go to hell.
Your ass is on that boat.
So
it's not working.
If I do that, that wouldn't actually be that difficult because it'd be still shots of not moving. All I would have to do is I'd have to do 3 animations for people, but the one of them would be on a new creature, and that might be difficult. Do Rathian barking, that's easy, and then I had to find a third one, and that's the one I'm not sure of. I was thinking I could put like Nergigante or something. I don't have mouth lip syncing for him, but I could have him just like foaming at the mouth or something. like or maybe like a Cooley Coo. I'm trying to think of somebody that feels stupid. Cooley Coo feels like it'd be one that would be stupid looking.
He's kind of derpy. It couldn't mean anything from me, right?
Yeah. I could put a hunter in there. I'll have to think on that. Because I don't want to do... Because it would be a legitimate somebody talking, and then something, and then a goofy bit. And if I do a legitimate talk, goofy and goofy, it feels... it feels like too much at once. So I want to do something legitimate, something either passive or legitimate, and then the goofy with the Harathian. So, yeah. The passive would be if he's just like foaming at the mouth or something. So yeah, kind of the intent anyway. And I mentioned it before. So I have a whole bunch of extra Humble Bundle keys for games. So if that I just want to get rid of, and that are like there's a total of like 27 of
Psychonauts is a
them.
good game.
Hey, I even have Payday, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Darkness 2. That's a really good game.
Never heard of it.
That's just the DLC for that game. Orcs Must Die Game of the Year, Jerry's mod. I have all these and I don't know what to do with them. And some of these I've had for years. So,
It's the Oregon Trail Director.
and so if anybody wants a game, all they have to do is say something, because I have more than enough on here. So if there's something on this list that interests you, let me know, and I will just send you a key. So if you're on stream, I'm not gonna handle logistics outside of that, but
You have to watch his shit if you want free stuff.
well, no, because I keep forgetting to look at comments on the YouTube uploads, so it's not gonna be it'd be difficult to handle that there in communication. So yeah, if there's any on that list, just say something. And I just realized I put stream here, and I will send you one, because whatever. So I'll put a reminder every now and then. If you know anything, that's fine. I'll just keep asking until they're all gone. But I think some of those, like the ones Cannonbolt, I've gotten like Humble Bundle Pack 3 or something like that. That pack was from when Humble Bundle started, like within the first year. So yeah, I got tons of that stuff. No, I'm the same way. And that's the thing, on this list, these are all games I have already. So like if you go through my list of games that I think my Steam alone, I have 300 and I'm not even sure how that breaks that down, but I have a junk pile, and these are just the games. They're not junk, they're just games that I don't tend to play anymore. I beat them and I don't play them anymore, or I got them on a Humble Bundle and I never actually planned to play, because I just got Humble Bundle for something else. So that's what that list is. Uncategorized all the ones that I have potential to play, or I liked enough that I don't want to remove it from that list. So and so my game list is huge, because I just been on here so long, I think 11 years or something. So it'll actually give the actual number here. Yeah, 524. So
A ridiculous amount of video games.
and I have like 7 or 8 that I'm actively wanting to play, and a couple that I am currently playing. So yeah, it's I bought like what was one I bought recently? I bought Plague Tale: Innocence. I bought that a couple months ago, and I still haven't gotten to it. But because I got it on a sale, I'm going to play it eventually. So I picked it up and it was on a cheap sale. And the next time I feel like playing a new game with a story, that's the one I'll jump to.
Surviving Mars has been pretty fun, but it doesn't have a story.
I am really liking Monster Train. This game is addicting as hell. It's Slay the Spire. If you play it's Slay the Spire, it's Slay the Spire, but with more tactical combat, with almost like a tower defense type aspect to combat, and where your starting group isn't just pick one of 4, it's pick one of 5, but you pick 2 of those to go with you. So, and who your lead is matters. So there's a so each group has like 4 different combinations, because it can be that group or the other with any of the other 4 for its secondary, which leads to like 20 different combinations. So and they played completely differently when you do. So it's a lot of fun. I think I've only had it for less than a week, and I already have 17 hours in it. It's good if you like those deck builder type games, and I do. Anyway, we're on this one.
I was probably having fun with that Surviving Mars, but I've already figured out the most efficient grid pattern, so...
It didn't sound like you were doing all that hot when it's like, but I have all these domes, but I need all the domes because I need the people. But I need the people because I can't shut down the population because they want people.
I eventually did tell them to stop having babies because I couldn't keep up with all
But
the
now you're just fuckaholics.
They were. I was like, you've done a magnificent job building this grid city. Now we're gonna screw till there's no tomorrow because we're so happy. And I'm like, yeah, but now I gotta keep building domes faster and faster and faster. And at a certain point, they were gonna outpace the resources I could gather, and I would have to burn them all to death. It's kind of like the same problem. I don't. What's that game? Oh shoot, the one where it's like old-timey village, world builder. We have like gatherer farms and stuff.
That sounds like a lot of. You just described so many games. Civilizations?
No, it has like gatherer huts that are actually the best way to get food, better than farms, which is weird.
Northgard? Banished?
Yes. It's kind of like Banished. Like if your resources, if you eventually outpace your resources and you don't keep on it, everyone just starts dying in mass and you have to start over. It's kind of how surviving Mars is.
I really wish there was a way. Maybe there is. No, not that. Is there a way to change the aspect ratio from 16:9? I'm not Chuck, I still want that.
Baba is you.
You ever played Baba Is You? Baba Is You is an amazing game. It looks really, really stupid. But the premise of it is the rules of the game. All the rules of the game are visible, and you can manipulate all of them, or for the most part. So normally there is a rule that says Baba is you. But if you move you into, or you move Baba and replace it with rock, now you're a rock. Or if...
Which is a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game, but you have to think outside the box. So like, if you connect to is you, or like say blah, 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 or you can make yourself like two different things, then you move both evenly, or you can say wall is you, and all the walls in the entire map will suddenly start shifting with where you want to go, but then Baba stops moving. It's
interesting.
It's really, really, it's difficult, very difficult. So like here, it's lava is hot. So if you remove that and say lava is melt, it melts the lava and then you can go on through. So, or you can say you float and you can just walk over.
I think I'm going to get that game.
It's actually pretty cheap.
I like puzzle games.
You can get, yeah, it's like $15, but it's complex because some of the puzzles get complicated. I got a good ways through it.
Kind of felt like you were like, it's complicated, don't waste your time.
Oh no, it's like because they'll put like the rules in here that says Baba is you, but this is locked in a wall, so you can't touch it. But they'll like give you some aspects of stuff, so they'll have key, but you can make the key be you. And one of them, what it says, Baba is unlock. So then you walk up to a door and you'll die because you unlock the door, but now you no longer exist. So, you can say flag is win, but you could replace flag with Baba. And you say Baba is win, but if Baba isn't you, then it doesn't matter because you're something else. So it's just all the rules can be completely run. So like door is shut, defaults the door is just shut. So all those rules are defined by what's on screen. And it's neat. It's a good game.
I think I'm going to get that game.
Yeah, look at it. It's rated 99% positive.
I mean, I'm already kind of tired of surviving Mars. kind of figured it out. So.
It is complicated, but it's when you have that click moment and you realize how to solve a problem, or when you solve the problem in a way that it was obviously not meant to be done. Like I had one of them that I could see kind of how it was going to be solved, but instead I just made myself the wall and I just shoved the entire map on top of the win, and it works. So it's a fascinating game. Speaking of games, Alco, I did mention before, if I have a bunch of extra game keys for all these games. So if you want one, just let me know. Kind of giving away one to anybody that wants one.
Is good.
I
heard Fez is good.
All these games aren't bad, but some of these, like this is just a DLC starter pack, and this is The Sims, but I have like 4 DLC packs for it. This is just the DLC for Red Faction Armageddon Path to War. This is just the DLC for Age of Empires, but like Payday 2, that's the full game. Kind of.
Nobody's ever played Psychonauts. That's a good game. Like just from a story perspective and art style. So
I'm not gonna be like, give me 7 of them. But if there's one that interests you, so let me know. And if the key for some reason doesn't work, because some of these keys are old, like 10 years old or whatever. I don't know how old the bundle is. You can check something else.
Do like a raffle.
Why?
Announce it. Because then you get lots of people in here.
But no, I was thinking about announcing it before it, but then I realized that by doing so, I would have a lot of people in here, and then I would have to do a raffle, and I have to take all this time to do a raffle, and then I'd have people in here talking and being here for the sole purpose of getting stuff and not actually caring about content. I don't want those kind of people here.
But that's why I'm here.
Well, you're here because you're bored.
I like your stuff. I mean,
well, yeah. So if there's anything interesting, you just let me know. If I'm going to pull back up, and that's not just you. If anybody is in stream and says something, just say I want that. Just it's easy win. It's the raffle is pick a number between 1 and 1.
I want that boat.
I'm trying to I was thinking about actually that could work.
You gonna give me the boat?
No, having him on the boat. I need to see if I can adjust him to view the boat, though. Because I'll have to move him out a little bit. Probably arch him a little bit and then down a little bit. Because I have to, and probably turn him out a little bit, because I need to actually have him turn all the way around, and I can't do it if he's already looking this way. He's going to have his face super close to the camera, because it's only right there. We'll see. So this is going to be all these other bones here. Why is this grabbing your elbow? Oh, it's grabbing your spine too. Yeah, I don't want that. Just grab those. Alright, we're going to have to grab your pelvis and turn that more. That's easier. Where's your hand?
He doesn't have one. He's a dragon.
Oh, it's probably still floating up in his face. That's his left hand, so this is his right hand. There we go. So this, he's gonna have to like lift his arm or something to get it out of the way here. But I don't want it casting like a huge shadow or anything. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I can't see it from this angle. So it's kind of getting there. Can I turn this one? No, that's going to involve your wings. Ooh, that gets weird. So let's not do that one. So I think it just needs to get lower.
So I'll just now what you wrote about Remembrance.
Yep, we'll have to see how that turns out. If anybody that doesn't have Twitter, Remembrance is now kids friendly only. So disabled comments happened a couple hours ago. I'm putting in appeal, but the amount of text they give for the appeal is about equivalent to a tweet. That is it. They give you a single line of a box that is about this wide. And it has to be at least 10 characters, but really not much more than 100. And so it says, what is your reason for your appeal?
I don't get why they
Well, so that means that, I mean, I could say reason, which means are you just wanting a couple words to describe the reason and then they'll get back to you for more information? No, that's probably not what's going to happen. Is they're probably looking for keywords or something that are just going to kick it out, and by having the program just wait an allotted amount of time. So, they don't want you to appeal, because if you appeal, then that's time that real people have to spend doing stuff. So they're going to make it difficult. And that's the case. And everywhere on there that they do appeals or information, they keep listing all these links to all the direct information from Congress, because they're trying to say, this isn't our fault. We're only following what they're telling us to do. And I'm like, yeah, but your algorithms are poor, and if it's a problem, then I'm facing a fine. But if it's not, then you're just being an ass. So only thing that's a problem with it is it's probably going to decrease viewership, because it's not going to promote it to because advertisements are different, so it's not going to promote it to the same groups anymore. But I even showed, or the one thing I put in that information when I submitted it, was if you look at...
I mean, it's so bizarre. I didn't know they actually just took videos and said, yep, this is for kids. This is a kid's video now.
Well, they said based on our algorithms or whatever, we've determined that your video is made for kids, and that's a very simplified term. One of the bits under made for kids is that it is that it appeals to children.
Yeah.
So if it is something that it's what it is might cause children to tempt to go and watch it, then it's made for children. And I'm like, well, then isn't Fortnite? So or isn't an Oreos commercial or a Happy Meal commercial that's targeted to children? As there comments in those videos? Probably. So
that seems
the Coppola popped up a lot of that because of they felt that YouTube wasn't doing enough. But instead, the act did put a lot of requirements on YouTube, and because it wasn't written very well. So YouTube is now forced to enforce something that is very difficult to enforce and is going to piss people off, but by law they have to. But it's still very stupid. Anyway, I was trying to find that video. So under the analytics for this,
viewership's been up a little bit.
Only the last day. I mean, if I spread that out to the last 90 days, you'll see it was actually higher here.
Yeah.
If you zoom in on stocks, you can make something look like it went really up. So, and if you actually break this down to the last year, like here, I don't know why, but it hit 19,000 views. But so it's not that high. But the audience, the primary audience, 45.5% of people are 25 to 34. and actually I was only looking at the last month when I sent them the info. Lifetime? Yeah, okay, so for Lifetime it's about the same. 13 to 17 and children is considered under 13 is so in this age range I'm at 3.7. I don't even know what the numbers are below that, but as of right now, the vast majority, almost all of the others combined, add up to 25 to 34 years old. If it's made for children, then I'm doing a really bad job at advertising. So it's stupid. And the main concern I have with it is it disables comments. I like the ability for people to talk and share, but then it also just is going to destroy the ability for it to be put into the algorithms for sharing otherwise. It's actually similar to on let me go back here. I can't remember when I made this. There was the old video I made, the Twidash.
Is that one for kids? Cause
no, sadly, that would have been funny.
Yeah, watch these horses make out.
They kiss once. And they kiss once in like a 5-minute video, and it's suddenly an entire makeout. You're the reason that this fandom is hated.
Well, okay, what about the Apple Dash one? Is that making out? Because they kiss longer in that one.
Okay, so here. So this one, I am...
Why are we...
Yeah, so I have no monetization options for it. Even though the video was made by me, and the audio was made by somebody, and I had the written permission to use for this, and there was no automated flag or trigger for it. So, because it was orchestral design, I got his permission. It was still flagged, stating that I had to have written permission from the maker of the models, stating that I was able to use them. But that would require that he would want to watch his ass and get permission from KP Shadow Squirrel, which would want to get permission from Hasbro. And it's like, wait a second. Since when do specific assets used within a video get pulled for a random check? Because of that, this whole video has been flagged and I have been unable to monetize it for its entire existence. And for a good idea on why I wanted that is, on average, you can say that you would make about $1 per 1,000 views. So I missed out on something around $10,000 to $15,000. So yeah, I'm a little angry about that, because I planned it to be monetizable. So that's kind of stupid.
The thing that irritates me on that is YouTube still made their money.
Oh yeah, YouTube got the money on it. Well, no, actually they didn't.
No?
Because if I don't monetize it, there is no ads. So it's different on, like, for instance, what's the video? Like Apple Dash, that one I couldn't. I'm ineligible because it's copyrighted. The audio is copyrighted. Well, at least then there's a reason. Yeah, I kind of wish that they would have an audio music split, but I can also understand that that'd be difficult because people would just upload a picture with the audio and say, I want a part of the revenue. So I can understand that that's a little bit gray area that's hard to work from. But at least with that one, there's a reason. But for this one, I'm ineligible, but there's no copyright restrictions. And I've tried just like seeing if I can sneak it back in, like maybe the algorithm changed. Nope, in the past 6 years I've been unable to. And I could fight it, but their thing is they still want proof. So unless I can provide that proof, I'm just SOL. So yeah, that kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I mean, most of my stuff I make is uneligible Very, very little of the content I make has the monetization option on because most of these copyrighted stuff are audio. And the only one that didn't was the one that guy got screwed on. Or at least the only one that had custom everything for that purpose. Some of these others that kind of sneak on through and it works. For instance, what's a good one that I got snuck through? Most of my anthology shorts I got really lucky on. Yeah, like the Rocky short here. It is ineligible now. It got pulled for copyright because it has the Rocky theme on there. But for a long time it was monetized and I made like $600 on it. So that one I got lucky on. And there's a couple others that are similar. So yeah, YouTube is a crock of shit. But there's nothing else out there that fits, so they can just flex their muscle and punch you in the face, and you have to just take it. Unless you're like a big company with like a multi-million-dollar company, then it's really easy because they want you there because you're going to pull people in. So stupid.
People do like the Twilight video. It's a very good video.
Yeah, I would have liked it a lot more.
Yeah, I know if you got the money. But the horses, they kiss. That's very, very cute.
Oh, he is way too far over.
Also, the Rainbow Dash bunny hop. That was
The what?
the little bunny hop Rainbow Dash does in that video.
Oh.
That's gotta be the cutest freaking thing on the planet. It just is. You made it. It was great.
Wait.
What?
You just said the Rainbow Dash is the cutest thing ever.
The little bunny hop thing she does is super, super cute.
You said it was the cutest thing ever.
Well, I mean, if Derby had done it, it would have been even cuter, but...
Well, no, you said it was the top of the list.
It's the cutest thing I've ever seen a pony.
You can't correct yourself now. I have it recorded.
I'm rectifying.
Do we have to talk about those busting kids again?
Busting kids. I know what you're referring to, but the way you say it.
Yeah, no, that's your
Gonna
words.
bust up them kids.
It's your words. No, I put on Twitter regarding that that claim that and Minty and Prince or Crown Prince and a couple others just said like, yeah, I've thought about just adding a swear word to the beginning because I'm like, why don't you start the video with fuck?
Just so you can see.
Why not? Like, because or start with a swear word that is still PG-13, so that it still fits in the everyone category, and then because if you say too much of it, it might put you into the 17 plus. But yeah, just start everything with like enjoy the goddamn fucking video or something, and then just like have it go to the video because then they're like, this is made for children. I'm like, well, have you watched it? But I think the main issue is if you look at the tags for the videos, it involves MLP My Little Pony. The tags themselves advertise that the video is made for kids. But the algorithm doesn't know the nuances of it. So I'm guessing that what it's going to be is their algorithm just looked at it and said, based on these tags, it's going to be taken, it's like for kids. I'm going to send in a complaint. They don't even care what that complaint is, and they're just going to be like, okay. And so, because they're just doing it because they're required by law, but anybody that gives any reason is just going to be like, okay, well, that's fine. You can have it back now. Because it's my ass if something were to happen. Nothing will ever going to happen. But I've kind of went over before that all that's going to happen if somebody is considered to be outside or violating the COPA laws is they're going to say, like what they did now, of, well, we have to change it to be for kids. But if somebody has multiple channels with multiple content that is built for the sole purpose of targeting and doing illegal things with that information, and going specifically against the law, then they have something in writing that now they can do something about it when before they couldn't. But it's affecting. It's like if you see an ant on the floor, so you burned your house down. Yeah, you took care of the problem, but you hurt a lot of people in doing it. So
it was a spider though.
Hey, here's a boat.
Big spider.
There was a giant fly, it was about this big across, the body just flying around here last night.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I got that fucker.
Good.
I couldn't actually swat him because it was going to. I don't have any fly swatter.
Swat back.
So I just took a bowl and caught him at a window, stuck a piece of paper underneath it, and then I let him outside.
I thought you were just going to tell me you took a ball.
No, it's still over there.
Yes.
And Michael, I need you to take care of it. I'm scared.
The fly.
Yes.
I'm going to release it back in the house.
So think something. Does this work, you think?
Sure.
I wonder if I can maybe lift it up a little bit. Like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Working with 4:3 sucks. I miss my widescreen.
No.
And then I also a rule of thirds is I have to ignore. Because this is Joe Bob's Boat Emporium, where he's only got $10 to make a commercial, so they just grabbed the homeless guy that stole a tape recorder off the street and just said, "Come here, you want a banana?"
Gotta get the people what they want. Bananas.
Can I? Does it make sense to have this curled up? Yeah, I know. I mean, technically, if it was a free banana, I'd be kind of tempted to, but
I'd want to know where that banana came from. I wouldn't trust a free banana.
And I'll just let that clip because fuck that car.
If some random person came up to you and said, "Here, free banana," you'd just be like, "Would you eat that banana?"
No, I was checking to see if
Did YouTube release your video from the children?
released it from the children.
Yes, the children have taken it.
Yes, they have. They are holding my video hostage. Those assholes.
They kind of are. I don't think I could ever be hungry enough to accept a free banana from a stranger. That banana is gonna have
It's got 5 holes in it, and he's just got an epidermic needles and got trash behind him.
He just wants to see what'll happen.
Well, yeah, but if somebody off the street just comes to me and is like, "Hey, want a banana?" I'd be like, for one, that's illegal in this country. Go to Vegas.
Somebody, no. I get it. Took me a second. It was a
especially if he's wearing a trench coat, because that's all creepy people wear trench coats.
No, if you were in the 90s and you were wearing a trench coat.
You're probably saying this because you have a trench coat.
I do not. But I thought they were cool in the 90s.
The Inspector Gadget ones?
Of the black trench coats, you'd always see, the super, emo badasses wear in, 90s movies. In The Matrix or Constantine.
Well, those aren't the same thing. I'm talking the investigator from Lupin the Third, that brown trench coat.
I mean, yeah, those are cool too.
No, they're not.
They're cool.
Weird, because the only time you wear it is when you have nothing on underneath it.
Or you're a police officer.
No, not anymore.
You can investigate. Yeah, it was the 90s.
You can't. No. Nobody actually
The
does
90s
that.
were the coolest time because everybody was really dumb.
It reminds me of the term hacker. By definition, means somebody proficient in computers. It does not mean somebody using it incorrectly. But because when computers first started popping up, the people that were hacking were people that knew what they were doing, so they were called they were hackers. It was a positive thing. But then it eventually became negative because you just heard news of hacker and everybody brought it into something that's negative. So it's the same thing with this. Is the coat used to be a good thing, but then we had rapists everywhere wearing them, and so now suddenly it's a bad coat.
I don't think I ever once heard some person was raped today wearing a trench coat. Like, oh.
Yep. No, that and the white van. The white, nothing in the back either.
The white van always has free candy. Well, who would think that's bad?
But there's nothing in it.
In the white van?
It's supposed to have free candy until you get in there and you realize it doesn't. But for some reason, you get all the way into it and they shut the door, and at that point you realize there's no free candy, which means you badass.
Oh no, he's wearing a trench coat.
He might have candy in the coat.
That's how you know it's dangerous.
Yeah.
If you climb into the back and there's no candy, there's just a guy in a trench coat.
Oh, and he needs a beard and sunglasses.
Why? What? Why?
And he's got to have like a super hairy legs and sandals.
Yeah. You see, that's a very weird man. You just described. Were sandals big in the 90s? I don't know.
Yeah, now it's Crocs.
Crocs. I thought Crocs are gone. They were like an early 2000s thing.
How about this boat? Hey, here's a boat.
Gabriel Knight made trench coats look cool in the 90s. And if anybody knows who that is,
Hey, here's a
best
boat.
friend.
Hey,
Do you know who Gabriel Knight is?
Gabriel Knight?
Gabriel Knight, yes.
No, that's
He's a
not what I
character
said.
in a video game.
I was
in the
assuming
90s.
such.
hey, here's a
Played by
boat.
Tim Curry.
Hey,
Tim Curry's also cool, by the way. He's still cool. It's good to see him do some work from time to time.
here. Hey, here's a boat.
You ever seen Legend?
Legend?
Yeah, the movie Legend.
Is it an old movie?
80s.
No. Don't go on another. Anytime you bring up Tim Curry in any way, you go on this huge spree about everything Tim Curry, bringing up his history and everything. Every time. And then you get into Sierra Games, and then you just go on other tangents for like a good hour.
You're my new best friend, Blurred Law.
Wait, new? You didn't like him before?
Well, I liked him before, but now he's my best friend.
Reminder for anybody that might be popping up: if anybody wants a free game, let me know. I'll give you a key from this list. Right now, they're all available.
I'm disappointed.
You're my new best friend. I googled it. Fuck you.
What a jerk!
Good thing he's not can't take advantage of his mod powers right now. Start banning him.
I'm sad.
I'm gonna put Tim Curry as a banned word on here.
No, not talking about Tim Curry no more.
Because I knew where you were going.
I was just gonna say we should watch Legend together sometime, but I still do want to watch that Donnie Darko too. So put it on the list.
Hey, here's a boat.
That was really bad. I'm gonna go cheap on this. I like getting it sort of close because it helps.
Hey, here's a boat. Hey, here's a boat. Hey, here's a boat. Hey, here's a boat.
Can I? I'm gonna try bending him. Oh no, not with that bone. So we're going to try bending this one back a little bit. And this one, let's bend back, maybe move it a little bit too. And this one, we're going to try moving more this way.
Here's a boat.
That seems like it's kind of a painful move, but in essence, it's not actually something he couldn't do.
I feel that's a little bit too much for his head to turn. Like,
oh, no, it's only about 90 degrees.
it seems a bit much for
From this angle, well,
spine.
it would work if oh, that actually worked. So like if I had,
Oh no.
hold on, I'm getting there. Like that.
That's better.
But again, it doesn't really matter because you can't see it.
Wanna break the dragon's neck?
Cities in Motion 2, you want that? Sure.
What's he getting?
Now
Cities in Motion?
it is an adventure of learning how to do direct messages on here. I just gotta get my
What's Cities in Motion?
keys and entitlements. It's a game about cities and they're moving. No, actually, I have no idea. I think it's Cities in Motion. It's like this is a living city.
So, like a
Oh no!
city
If I give
building.
to a friend, it works different that way.
Nice picture. He's got a horse. I like horses.
It says whisper. Now where did my whisper go? I'm confused. What does this do?
Must have popped up in another window
Did
somewhere.
it pop up? Am I just opening like lots and lots of windows?
Probably.
You sent the whisper? I don't see a whisper. Where is it? See, this is the adventures of I don't do enough on Twitch.
Make it full screen, see if you can see something.
No, because I'm only in. No, that
That's
might.
right, you need to get into your stream.
I am thinking that I need to go to full Twitch. Apparently.
Full Twitch.
Oh, hello. Okay, well it's good to know the latency is not that bad. No, because I'm using
Gross, I can see myself.
there we go. Okay, so I couldn't be in their like whatever thing. There you go.
You did it.
I figured it out.
You're a smart boy now.
Yay! I forgot to wear my helmet today.
Canyon physics? That
Crayon physics?
crown physics.
Crown?
Crown.
It's crayon.
Crown.
Crayon?
Crown.
You're saying crown.
Crown.
You're saying it's crayon.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
It's
saying
crown.
no, you're crown.
Crown.
No, that is
Crown.
this.
No, that's a crown.
Oh, and what is the other one?
Crown.
No, say both together.
Crown. Crown.
Say-
word.
you just said the same word twice.
No. Crown. 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 There's the arrow that's in the crown.
And then I just heard an arrow in there.
No, crown. 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 Two completely different words.
Weather.
Yeah.
No, Crayon Physics is a game of it's a puzzle game where it's all physics based, and you have to basically build a Rube Goldberg machine to solve a puzzle, kind of like the bridge builders are, but you draw everything with crayon. So you have like a crayon that you draw on the screen, and so when you draw something, it suddenly has physics as soon as you let go.
So you draw everything with the crown.
I actually beat that game fully because it was actually fun. I really liked it. Yeah, no, you beat it with a cray.
I'm saying it right. You're weird.
Crayon.
Crown.
Am I going crazy here?
No, there's crown, and then there's crown. Crown. 2 different words. Well, you're like putting way too much emphasis on the Y or something. This is gonna be a thing.
Crayon.
I can't hear it.
Crayon.
Yeah, he said crown. I'm just gonna drive you insane
Crayon.
with this now.
It says crayon!
It does say crown. Crown.
No, you're saying crown.
No, crown. Crown.
Crayon.
Crown.
You got close at one point, and then you just
No,
went,
you
hit the
color-
brakes and went like reverse.
Color with the crown. Crown. That's what it says. It's crown.
He's trying to make me.
I'm saying 2 different words. They sound completely different.
Anyways, hello, Tailed. If you, I'm just anybody that's speaking in chat. If there's any game in here that's not red, that you want for free, whether it's like you already own this, just want the DLC, let me know. And I will send you a whisper that I now know how to do for free because you're here and you're cool. So. These are all extra keys that I got from Humble Bundle over the past couple of years. If for some reason the key doesn't work, let me know. Games that I recommend are Darkness 2. Really good first-person shooter. I beat it twice. It's super, super good. Human Revolution is really good. Psychonauts is good. Payday 2. Trying to replace it, but it is good.
Only if you have friends.
Orcs Must Die is a good tower defense game. Crayon Physics is good. Cannonballs is kind of short and simple, but it's good. Gary's Mod, I think everybody owns that by now.
Crown physics.
So yeah, let me know if there's anything on the list you want. Otherwise, if you're like, wait, I didn't see that list because it was up there for so short a time, let me know and I will just pop it back up.
Here's a boat. Here's a boat. There. Hey, here's a boat. Well,
Okay. So I think I don't really want to care about lighting right now. I just want to get the premise for everything done here. So okay, so I've done a boat, even if it's a crappy boat.
As opposed to the good boats.
Hey, here's a boat. There's a boat.
You know, the boat.
That boat. There's a boat.
So this is there's a boat. So I think I want to start getting into weird. And then when it goes boat, because it's just 2 boats in a row, I can go whatever direction I want at that point.
I'm trying to think of something that's kind of a boat, but could be argued is not a boat. Maybe a dinghy.
It'd have to exist as a model. I did find some extra
I'm pretty sure
ones.
there's dinghies in
that was
too.
That was what I forgot to look up. Was ship. I looked up boat, but technically ship is also something. This big motherfucker. It's in perfect condition.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Skylight. And not the road hit nor drink. Oh, okay, whatever. Ooh, that's really shiny.
That is shiny. Oh, that's
It's the gunship eye.
Really?
Yeah, this saying. Skylight, there's a list of games here. If you want anything, you need to see it, don't you? If there's anything on this list that you want, let me know, and I will send you a key. I'm cleaning out my Humble Bundles unused key list. So, and all these games I already have.
Oh, Humble Bundle, that's right.
Yeah, because you buy one pack, and I buy a pack because you can get one of the games on there towards the bottom for the cheaper than you would get normally. But then you get all these other games too. And if I don't own it, I just put it on my account. But sometimes I get duplicates, and these are the duplicates. So if there's anything on here, just yell it out. There's no raffle unless you want there to be, but if that's the case, you're gonna win, and I will give you whatever. If you want me to pull the list back up, let me know.
Why would you be upset about eating Chipotle burrito? Oh, like the huge ones? What am I thinking of? Is it the really, really big ones?
Chipotle burritos? You don't know what a Chipotle burrito is?
I think I've eaten a Chipotle before.
Probably. Remember when we go to Pineda's and I get the big burrito?
Yeah,
It's bigger than that.
What was that place near the BurnyCon?
That we went and got like the big burritos?
Yeah.
That was Chipotle.
Okay, so I have eaten at Chipotle.
I was gonna make fun of you for not going to Chipotle, but that one, I mean, maybe Kentucky's just backwater and doesn't have Chipotles.
No, I think there's one in like an hour from my house.
What is with this background? It's a cool
That's
boat,
cool.
but
I think it's a ghost ship.
it's a ooh. These are, when I used to play an MMO, these were the boss ships in there. So this is the ANI's and this is the BCU's mothership. I like the BCU mothership. Thankfully, I was ANI, so I would have to kill them. But this thing would be like this massive compared to you. It was huge.
Big ship.
Ooh.
Big old pile of gold.
No, I think everybody's that way with backlog of games. I have a huge backlog too. And it's not that I don't want any of those games. I just already own them all.
I have a lot of games I still haven't gotten around to playing. The last game I was really motivated to play was Half-Life Alyx, and I've already beaten it. It
Global shipping glob.
cost me $3,000 to play it. But
There's less here than I was anticipating. Something for something that was weird.
shipping engineer. I'm trying to think if any of the games. Ooh, that's weird.
Ooh.
Isn't that World of Warcraft?
Yes.
Oh, that shit's from World of Warcraft.
I have a friend that plays Hot Dog Sorcerers and Herring Grenades pretty often. I wouldn't be able to play that because I get motion sick for controls that are outside of tossing or teleporting, and so a lot of those like action-oriented games are just difficult for me. I love the VR for puzzle games or like stationary ones. There's like Emberstone was one that I played the first one of. I still have to play the second one of that. That was really good for puzzle. I wanted to try Talos Principle. So those are the kind of things. I think The Room got added. I can't remember, but those are fun because like solving a puzzle in VR is really, really fun.
I goof around with my VR headset from time to time, but really the only game I played on it is
No, it's Kyle doesn't own a VR headset right now. It's Gizmo that has it. Yeah, not really seeing anything for ship.
I see lots of ships.
Yeah, but nothing that like I stand out because like something like say this one is huge.
Yeah.
So to make that work, I would have to be really, really zoomed in, and the reference would be kind of funny. But then, how do I fit him on it?
He's kind of out of place with that ship too. It's a little bit out of place.
Yeah, so it's neat looking, but I don't think it's going to work for what I'm wanting to do. So I think I'm going to stick with boat. But what kind of so this is where I want to start going into weird boat, but it still has.
Boat.
No, because it's small. That's the problem with it. If there was like a version of a boat that was bigger for Minecraft, sure.
I kind of want you to find the minnow in Gilligan's Island. Maybe it's not iconic enough.
No, I don't think it exists. Somebody would have to go and make an entire model of just that boat.
Well, I think that's just the boat you got in the background already. It's the same boat.
This one?
Yeah, well, not that one, but it's one of the ones in the junkyard. It's the exact boat that is the Gilligan Island.
I kind of want just like the log boat. Like, it's just a bunch of wood tied together with like a stick in the middle.
And you get raft?
Oh yeah, I guess that's the word for it.
What's that?
Dota NPC minions. Oh, so that's why they don't have to, because this is going to be at this angle. You don't actually have to show the model underneath. It's because it's isometric.
Football.
Craft. So anything word craft in it's going to pop up too.
Oh, there's a raft?
That's exactly what I had in mind too. I'm just going to double check in case there's any others. And there is... I'm going to go with that not being a raft. So we'll go back here. And I put that in the wrong shot. Oh wait, yeah I did. So delete. Oh wait, I need to put this. Okay, I'm gonna put it here for now. But I need to. Did you push all my audio down? What are you doing?
Making a noise.
There's a boat.
Oh, that's... I know why I'm doing that. So I need to shrink.
That's just the fridge making that noise.
Oh no, it's the air vent over there. I just haven't looked into why. It'll go away before you probably get to it.
There's a boat.
Oh, I know what it is.
Hmm?
It's the bottle we got set on top of the cabinet.
No.
That's what's here.
Also, for those that haven't seen it, so I did update this quite a bit, or at least got it better planned out. Where last time we kind of figured out some fun audio to add to this, and I added some more audio. Got some of the bits planned. Anything in blue isn't planned or isn't done yet, and I just want to add something here. Otherwise, this is what it's looking like the plan so far.
Whoa, yeah! That's right! Get your asses in here! Check this out. I got something for you. How about this boat? Hey, here's a boat. There's a boat. That boat? Boat! Boat! This boat has wheels! Get your asses on that boat! Somebody better check this out. Go to hell!
So, this is what I'm looking right now. I am planning to add something in the middle here. That's what the
on that boat!
that getting angry part is for. But that's the layout right now. And so what I'm trying to figure out right now is how some of these shots are going to be laid out. So
there's a boat. Oh, there's a boat.
So I'm gonna just rename this.
There's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat.
I wonder if I can just use the same... Oh, no, I don't want to use his same positioning. He's going to be in pain if I try to adjust from there. But... we can use this boat. But I feel like it needs some kind of a... like a sail. There was... There's a flag. Oh, because I happen to see the equestrian flag that for some reason not colored in here. I did finish that. It is 100% done. And I have passed that on. So my portion is done for that right now. There is a... It might be called fabric, because even if it's even this might work. Though a lot of like the flags I'm thinking of are, if you're using something like that, it's probably going to be something that is going to be a hanging sheet tied to both sides and you're just holding out or something. So, there is a specific one I have used before, though. And it's not really a flag. Oh.
It's a boat flag. Mass.
That might work for what I'm looking for.
Oh, you want to put that on the raft?
There's a boat.
It's got a B on it for boat.
I'm probably gonna change that. Oh, like it's just built in.
There's a boat.
So, oh, does it open? There it goes. Okay. So if I rotate this, because a standard raft is going to be white. We're just actually fuck it. We're just gonna. So this is going to be a raft. And this is going to be raft sail. We're just gonna zero these.
What do you call Rathlos when he's a boat? Rathlos.
Your rent's doubled.
Ah.
Why do you hurt me?
Gives me strength.
Okay. So that still seems kind of big.
Blur liked it, I can tell. I can feel it from here.
Yeah, but a little bit ago you thought he was the greatest person ever, and then you just realized that he was trolling the shit out of
He
you.
was just Googling. He'd be Googling. Yes, go play the game now.
There's a boat. There's a boat.
So this one I'm going to do a raft.
Boat. This is that boat.
When he says that boat, I'm thinking of having one on fire.
These deals are hot.
I was thinking about having a different one on fire, but I felt it was going to be too much going at once. Because, like, in these shots, this initial one, the text is what's funny. I want to keep everything else simple. But then at this part, the plane starts what's funny, and then here, if I put too much stuff to be pay attention to, you're going to ignore everything else. So, keep it simple.
There's a boat.
Okay, so I need to have a different angle. So let's clear some of this crap out. I'll get rid of this trailer too. I mean, I don't know how they're going to get the raft home, but...
Good question.
All right, now this is going to be the messy thing. So I have to get him. Whoa. Try that again. So I have to get him uncontorted. To do that, I'm going to remove the rig. You cannot import a sequence onto a rig. So then I will reload his idle. And then reload his rig. That did remove the shade lock. Wait, I was locking that to the... Oh, I was... Yeah, that's why. I was locking it to the rig, so...
I'm going to eat that pool.
There we go. This is easy to get him to look cool again.
Just gotta throw on those sunglasses and instant coolness.
Yes.
That's how you know he's cool. You just need to put him in a trench coat and he'll be super cool.
There's a boat. Hey, here's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat.
The B stands for boat.
Hmm?
The B just stands for boat. Change that. I like that boat.
Actually.
Ooh, that's freaky. What the heck is that?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Ooh, that's more terrifying than any of the other 25 Nights at Freddy's things. Is that the Iron Giant?
Hmm?
It kind of looked like the Iron Giant there for a second.
What?
I don't know. Just that you're kind of in a scrapyard, and I started thinking of the Iron Giant, but maybe if you just saw his foot, that would be awesome.
I think I'm gonna go with the more cartoony variant.
You're just looking for a skeleton.
Damn
Spooky,
it.
scary skeleton. Send shivers down my spine.
The idea is perfect.
Why is it moving?
If it has the ability to move, it means that it has bones, so I can position it. The other one didn't have bones. Oh, there we go. I'll just use this. Oh, perfect. Where'd you go? He's spooky.
Scary skeleton. No.
That's not how bones work.
In the days of rubber hose animation. Oh, jeez. What's the chance I can convince you to put a soccer ball nearby?
Why?
Castaway. Wilson.
Is
This
it a
is a
soccer
reference.
ball? Or...
It's a soccer ball. He was always a soccer ball. Like, if you just have it nearby as like a subtle nod, that'd be pretty cool.
Never seen the movie.
Never seen the movie Castaway? Well, I'm sure Tom Hanks is very disappointed in
I was thinking about putting references to Monster Hunter.
There's already one. It's a giant dragon.
I'm trying to like move him to like I need to make sure I get his butt on the ground, but it doesn't matter because I can just like boop. But the idea, this is what would make it comedic. Yeah, it's a raft, but now it's like he just taken this and just left somebody on board and didn't feed them.
Just imagine you plucked that out of the ocean and didn't care if it had a skeleton on it. Songs never stuck in my head all day now. So catchy. Is that from
Dota.
Oh, I was gonna say Team Fortress 2 on the Halloween maps.
There's a boat. There.
If so, we're probably gonna change the flag for one. But is there something else I can put on there to make it feel
Like on the boat?
I want to try to make it like it's well, actually, you know what? That's what I want to try to find. So does Monster Hunter is there like a logo for them? I mean, I guess there's that one for the actual Monster Hunter, but what is the main camp called? Because like there's the Northwest Camp, whatever.
Starting location.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one to search for it. What is the name of it?
Monster Hunter World Map?
Astera. Found it. It's called Astera.
I'm sad.
So does it have a symbol or something? That's all
Yes.
So is that what that is right there?
This is what I'm seeing.
Does that actually mean Astera, or does that mean...
Well, that symbol's in the center, like the one you're seeing on there. It's the shield in the middle.
Oh, okay, so that is their symbol.
Yeah. So that's it.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Wonderful. Sounds good. What game was that flag from?
Tier 2.
I wonder what the B. Oh, I guess point B or something.
Yeah, probably point B. There's no second model of it. Sometimes they'll just put a second texture on it for the identical model to say something like A or something, but it must have been specific to B. Oh, it actually does have a C. It just must be on a different model or something. Okay, so I'm going to go back here because I had a copy text. So, we need to... copy image. There we go. Now what's the most, like, Monster Hunter-esque color?
I mean, sails were generally white, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I think anything other than white means that I'm going to have to probably put a lot of detail into it.
I mean, the color they use here is like
green and yellow. Yeah, that's most of the colors. So I think I'm going to just stick with white because that's going to be the easiest for me to utilize. So let's make it about the same size as the circle behind it. We'll call that even. All right. Put it back up. Okay. I don't like the idea of having a white flag, though.
Like you turned on that one.
No, of a pure white flag.
Oh, you want like a dingy yellow?
No, just pure white doesn't handle well in the light in SFM.
So maybe like the color of a burlap sack.
I was just gonna go like a gray, but that could work.
I was thinking like an off-white, like so, like it used to be white, but then years of use of like didn't shit up, so it's almost yellow now.
Kind of like that.
That's more gray than yellow. Grayish brown.
Number one, I think
I'm looking for more the color of urine. If I'm gonna be blunt, I'm just saying. Maybe that's not the like somebody just pissed on the flag, because that's what stuff looks like when it gets dingy.
Well, actually, we'll just look up burlap sack texture just to find it.
Oh yeah, any of those would be a great bag.
Aged.
One of the like lighter ones.
This one?
That's like that burlap sack, or is that wood? That almost looks like wood. That'll work, yeah. Pinterest.
Yeah, if that's the case, then sometimes it won't open up. It did. Okay, cool.
Ooh. Shrink that down a bit.
A little big. I think this is going to be too small, though. Well, you know what? Actually, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Actually,
I like it.
I did this wrong. Because this flag is going to be technically sideways. I'm doing these as like destructive mergers and stuff. Normally I wouldn't, but I don't care too much. That's not what I want. White. No, that's just it's a smudge on my screen. Okay, never mind. No, there. Okay. I'm gonna get my burlap back here. So for this, I'm just gonna increase this until it fills the whole thing. That. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to delete this layer. I shrunk it down and then I increased its size back up, but in doing so that actually removed quality. So if I'm going to scale it, I have to do it in one go. So I'm just going to go like that, and then that should make it a lot crisper. Yeah, it does. Okay. Now, can I just...
No. Perfect. I like that.
I'll do it like this top one.
Either or. Would look good.
Looks way better than I thought it was going to look, actually.
That looks really good.
That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Wow. Look at Photoshop doing all the heavy lifting.
GIMP could do it if it wanted to.
I use GIMP at work. They actually let us use it. It's on our app store.
It's free.
Somebody had a logo and they copy pasted it into a newsletter, and I'm like, you realize that it says like Shutter Shack all over that? And they're like, oh, that means we can't use it. And I'm like, no, it just means you have to edit it. And so I edited out all the watermarks.
Hey.
They really wanted to use it, and it was on other places, so it wasn't that Shutterstock owned it.
Yeah. Just if they were.
I just told them they can't use it outside of company.
Yeah.
Because if it's in company, at least then you could fight that it's not.
You dastardly deep.
Well, I told them originally that if they're going to use it, they should pay for it. And I kind of got deaf ears, and they really wanted to use it. So I just said, whatever.
I just get this vibe that he works at...
Hmm?
He works at, like...
They only make...
Shack
They're only a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
Or my company is.
Everyone's a master.
No, we did try to look for other options, and it just didn't work out, so we ended up going with that.
I've done that before.
Okay, so I need to import this. Oh, there's one other thing I'm going to have to do on that. I'll keep that. Actually, I don't think it's going to matter, but I'm going to do it anyway. Cat flag. This is Monster Hunter World. Okay. And now I'm going to go to this same file. I'm going to go to this part of it. Did I just call the original one just N? I did. Well, technically it would work for both, but okay. Now, I'm not going to use a texture for anything. Overriding bump maps is not recommended. There's a glitch in SFM where if you override a bump map, it will add the bump map to all textures across all other ones, even that don't have the override for some reason. And as it doesn't have the actual override with the file, it causes an error to pop up over the entire texture. I had that problem during Remembrance. So if you do my way of fixing that was I went into each of those other models, added a bump map of a flat white texture, which is nothing, and then it fixed it because it just had something to look at. But overrides with bump maps don't work if you're planning to use that texture in other places without a bump map, which is a pretty unique situation, but still important.
There's a boat.
It's a little bright, but I can fix that. And then...
No kitty today. Oh. Opposite effect.
Why you glow?
That flag has too much power. Must be stopped.
So there's definitely a glitch. It might just be that there's other issues I don't know of with... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But because of that, it might have broke it, requiring a restart. No, it did work.
There it goes.
There, now it actually has a butt map on it too. Still feels a bit bright.
I thought you said butt map.
Hmm?
This one you said butt map.
Well, no, not the bump map version. That was way too bright. We'll see if we can fix it with a little bit of reduction in color.
It's a significant reduction.
It defaults to 0. Shut up.
There's a boat. There's a boat.
I think my issue with it is it even... Oh, okay, it does. Because maybe it's just the way the light's coming in, but it feels like it's getting hit from infinite light. Oh. It's probably this light that's doing it.
There's a boat.
Kind of.
There's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat.
So I can see the shadow on it. That bump map might be a little strong.
Old McRathlos had a boat. Yeah.
Hmm?
Old McRathlos had a boat. And a boat here, and a boat there, here a boat, there a boat, everywhere a boat.
It's a little better. Still leads to...
There's a boat.
You know, I might not just care.
There's a boat. There's a boat.
Gotta make it look pretty so that Rathalos can sell this boat. Maybe that man wants to buy a boat.
His own boat?
Well, he's gotta buy it back. Rathalos is going to be looking. And you don't want to argue this with the dragon. He will eat you. Look at me, I'm not buying your boat.
There's a boat. Here's a boat. There's a
Let's see if I can cheat the mouth on this.
There's a boat. Hey, there's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat. There's a there. There's a boat.
There we go.
There's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat. 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 There's a boat. There's a boat. Boat. There's a boat. This is a boat. The boat. There's a boat. There's a boat.
I might need to put up the lighting too, because I don't know. I think it's Rathlos is blocking. Yeah, Rathlos is blocking the light from him. I can. The easiest way to do it.
I'll see you later, Blur.
Yep, see you later. I'll be ending here in a minute anyway. I'm just going to take this, and Athlos and Skellington.
We need to give him a name. What should his name be? I want to call him Mr. Jones. I think this is a good thing. Okay, he's Mr. Jones now.
I'm focused. I know.
I mean, no, what do you want to call him?
Anything but that.
Okay, that's his name. Anything but that. That seems a little wordy, but we'll just shorten him up to that. How's that?
I don't know, you'll have to ask him.
Yes.
I was gonna say no,
Okay.
but I wanted to do the joke enough.
Yes. The wish to do the joke. Succeeded.
It's still not perfect. Where is my son in terms of them? I can't. Is it just his head that's blocking it now? Yeah, it is.
Big old head out of the way.
No, it just means I can move him back by like an inch. I don't know. You got just you.
There's a boat. There's a boat. There's a boat.
I just don't really like how in here his hand, I think it needs to be more condensed up here. So if it starts clippings, this gets messy.
Boat. Boat. There's a boat.
You know what? I think that his hand is going to stay back.
There's a boat. There's a boat.
I thought about putting like a monster hunter weapon on there, but there's actually not that many to download. People put all the monsters in, but they put the weapons. So
I think the flag's pretty good.
yeah, the flag at least gives reference to what it is. So okay, progress. So then I'll just I just have.
Boat. Boat. Boat.
So now this one I'm probably gonna have a boat that's on fire.
Boat. Boat.
And then these are really quick succession boats. So those ones I can do anything. I don't care if it's a boat or not. There is the next one here.
This boat has wheels.
And with the boat has wheels, I thought about just doing a car, but if I do two other really weird things, it has to be either a very awkward car, or a boat that I just put wheels on. Like I'll just give it an axle.
Big old monster truck wheels.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
There's Kitty.
Hi, kitty.
But I'll worry about that later. So I'm going to try to work on this again a little bit. It's getting there. Actually, this is going together pretty fast for the scope creep. I think the one thing I'm going to focus on next couple of days is getting that model set so that I can have some lip syncing going on for there. I just have to remember how to do it. So okay. And so we only had one key claimed, and everybody else was being frugal. So
I think everybody else is in the same boat you are.
yeah, too many games.
Too many games.
But I'll keep this list, and I will see you next time. So if you're watching a recording of this, pop up on a stream soon. There might be a game. Otherwise, that's it.
You should just do that for your next stream. Just type in "come stream free shit."
No, so then I get people I don't want here. So
I mean, I'm already here, so we already have people.
I know, but I'm not giving you free games. All right. So have a good week. Stay safe and healthy. Have a kitty.
Yeah. Oh, there's a kitty.
There's one outside the window too.
The real kitty.
Actually, looks kind of similar, except for
Not
this
as
one's
floof.
this one's Chub.
He floof.
It's Chub.
He floof.
So okay. Bye bye.
Floof.